So in today's lesson I'm going to cover the chord changes to Benny Goodman and Lionel Hampton's 1939 tune Flying Home. In this lesson I'll give you the chord shapes, and there's a free PDF chord chart you can download from my website jazzguitarwithandy.com. As ever, when learning a new jazz standard, be sure to listen to lots of versions. Two I would suggest you check out is Benny Goodman's recording from 1939 with none other than Charlie Christian on guitar, and also Ella Fitzgerald's live version is also fabulous. So let's put the chart across the screen, which is, as I said, available on my website under the standards section. And looking at it, it's a typical from the era. It's 32 bars, A, A, B, A, often played in the key of E flat. I have heard bands play it in A flat also, but E flat is the standard key for this one. And it's really kind of in the jump blues sort of vein, and it's driven by the descending bass, which is going boom, 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 like this. And that's fantastic. It runs throughout and really gives it this sort of nice momentum. The B section, in the sort of vein of Honeysuckle Rose, is just dominant 7th chords and very typical of the time. The chord shapes will come up on the screen with suggested fingering, and just preface this by saying these are my interpretation of the chords, you know, where I might use E flat 6 9, someone else might use just E flat 6 or plain E flat chord, but it's how I like to play it. So the first chord you're going to need is E flat 6 9. Very sweet sounding chord. We've got this here at fret 6 where the first finger's barred, and then you're going to bring in the middle finger and third finger on fret 6. This we've got root, 3rd, 6. Here we've got root, 3rd, 6, 9. So no 5th in this one. And our next chord shape we're going to need, this doesn't come up too often, it's quite an intense chord. And it's E flat slash D flat, which really is an E flat 7, a dominant 7th, but the 7th is in the bass, which is why this sounds really tasty. First encountered this chord, funnily enough, in the Beatles in my life, where they use A7 slash G. So far I got this chord, this E flat slash D flat. You're going to bar your first finger at fret 8 across D, G and B. You're going to put your middle finger on fret 9, which is the D flat on the E string. Now, what you've got to do here is mute both the A and the E string. Now, the angle of your middle finger, don't have it dead upright, will kill the A string. And you've got to do that tricky thing where, yes, you're barring with the index finger, but raising the finger up at the bottom so that it mutes the high E. Not always easy to do. I find it really hard to get the bottom note, but so far I got E flat 6 9 to E flat slash D flat. Now that's not a ridiculously difficult change, because the first finger can just slide up the neck to fret 8. It's already barred at fret 5, and the middle finger just sort of moves across to the E string. So, and then our next chord change is C minor 7. Now I would use fingers 2 and then 3 for the bar. So the middle finger just goes down, the third finger comes in. Now C minor 7 is C, there, root, then we've got minor 7, minor 3rd and 5th. And on our next two chords we've got B flat 7, just the 3-note version, which is missing the 5th. There, like that, so put those on the screen. B flat 7. Again, we're looking to mute a lot of strings here. The first finger, you know, don't have it upright, have it coming across in sort of so that the pad of the finger rather than the tip of the finger is playing the chord. If I go in like that a little bit. And then you'll find that the first finger will catch the bottom two strings, hopefully, to mute those. So that's the chords in the A section that you need. So you need E flat 6 9, E flat slash D flat, C minor 7, B 7 to B flat 7. And we're going 2 beats on each chord in the first bar. We're going to go E flat 6 9, E flat slash D flat, then 2 beats of C minor 7, and then quick change, 1 beat on B7, 1 beat on B flat. So it's like, so I've got a bit of tube rattle going on like that, and we do that 3 times before the end of the first A section. So you're going to do that 3 times before we close off the A section like this. flat 7. That's our first time through. So 3 times of that descending, and then a bar of E flat, back to B flat, which kicks us off again. That would be the first time through. The second time through, because of the way the B section comes in, we just stay on E flat. So we do 3 times through our descending pattern, then 2 bars of E flat 6 9. So like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then stay on E flat. So that would make the whole first form like this. Following the first and second time bars. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the first time bar. Back to the start. Second time bar. So that's our A section. 2 lots of 8, and we just got that nice doon 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 doon. The bass will really drive that along. So the B section, you just need 2 shapes for. We've got E flat 7, just with 3 notes. When you do this, you know, the middle finger rests against the E string to kill it, and the first finger comes across. It's fairly flat. I'm not barring as such, but I'm using the pad of my finger rather than the tip of my finger, which enables the rest of the finger to catch B and E at the bottom. So that's our E flat 7. We've got 2 bars, and we've got 2 bars of A flat 7, which is the same shape we used earlier for B7 and B flat 7, just at fret 4. Then we go to F7, using the same shape we did for the E flat 7. Then to B flat 7, using the same shape as the B and the B flat 7 and the A flat 7. So 2 bars on each chord, nice and even. It's like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. E flat 7, A flat 7, F7, B flat 7. And we're back to, this is the last A section. Then we're back to the start. That's our 32 bars. That's your chord changes to Flying Home. What's going on harmonically? That whole A section, even though it's not like a blues, it's often treated, the way people play over it, it feels like a blues. It's a real E flat fest, you know, there's no real movement elsewhere. Even though you've got C minor 7, the B7, the B flat 7, they're really just passing chords to just reinstate that E flat feel. The E flat slash D flat with the 7th in the bass, I think really gives it a bluesy quality. So for me, yeah, it has the feel of a blues, but without the typical changes. Now the B section, it does something very expected. You know, what they do there is you take the 1 chord, which is E flat, and you make it a dominant 7th, which enables movement. So that's a secondary dominant, and that enables us to move to A flat 7. Now, E flat 7 is the 5 of A flat 7, so that E flat dominant 7th chord at the start of the B section, that wants to go to an A flat of some description, so that kind of fulfills its intended destination. We then move up to F7. The reason why is because we need, by the end of the B section, to get to B flat 7, which is the 5th, the dominant 7th of E flat, so it would take us nicely back into the A section. So that B flat 7 chord, the last chord of the B section, resolves to E flat 6 9. So if you hear, so we're at the end of the A section, that's the 1 chord, make it a dominant so we can go somewhere else. So we can go to A flat, F, which can take us to B flat, back to the A section. So practice suggestions for this tune. Well, what we want you to be doing is obviously getting to a point where you can memorize the changes, and certainly you can play it in 1 key at least. So, you know, start slowly, try to memorize the form, work in small sections, just get the A section sorted first before the B section. As ever, listen to tons of versions, you know, listen to lots of versions, listen to people doing covers of it on YouTube, listen to recorded versions from different eras, especially the ones from the time when it was written. So you can familiarise yourself with the sound, how it's often played, the chord changes, just so that it helps you sort of internalise it, makes it easier for you to memorise and practice and play over. Be sure to get the free PDF from my website of the chord changes under the standards section. If you've enjoyed today, then please consider leaving a comment, hitting the like button and subscribing if you don't already. I release jazz guitar lessons every Wednesday and Thursday, and I'll see you next time. And in my next video I will cover sort of soloing over this tune, different approaches and how you can think. See you next time.